Alright, I'm just taking a video of my 1950 Jeepster for no other reason. I just felt like doing it. I just put a new fuel line on it. Actually, I had a bad fuel line, which is unusual, but I just put a new one on there and adjusted the carburetor and took her up for a ride. She drives beautiful. And look at that little engine. This is it's a 4-cylinder. They call it the Go Devil engine. This is the same engine that they had in the World War II Jeep. And I think they made this engine all the way through the mid-60s. I'm not sure though, not 100%, but she runs so well. She's got a great sound to her. Originally, this engine was not in this car. This is a reconditioned engine. I could tell by the stamping on the block. This car came through with an engine called an F-head. In 1950, Willys redesigned the engine to make half overhead valve and half in the block valves. You know, L-head half. The L-head half was on the exhaust side, and the intake side was the overhead valve. And it picked up quite a bit of horsepower. This only has 64, and the L-head, the L-head rather, this one here, the Go Devil engine, this one has 64 horsepower, and the F-head came all the way up to 76 to 78 horsepower. But anyway, I did a body on restoration of this car. It was a rust-free vehicle when I bought it, and you know, I had to also replace the transmission. The overdrive was shot. We put a clutch in it. We did everything to it. I did it. My friend Lee Brown, you know, put the clutch in it. He's got a lift at his house. He's a great guy, and he really is very, very decent guy to do that for me. So, but you can see the car is kind of a good-looking little car. That's the front view of it. And this unusual car, they only made them for 3 years. And it didn't go over big because it didn't have roll-up windows. And they were competing against Ford and Chevrolet in this price point. And you know, no one really wanted it because you couldn't roll the windows up. The women didn't want it, pretty frankly. They were designed really for the GI of World War II because they loved the Jeeps. So they figured, what the heck would make a Jeep car? And they did that. And you can see it's a good-looking car. It's just a very attractive vehicle, you know, all the way through. If you look at the back, you get the little spare tire in the back of it. Okay, it's a little pea shooter exhaust. See a little tiny exhaust pipe on this thing? But this particular car, the body, like I said, was rust-free, but she needs to be painted and stuff like that. The top was good, fortunately. And if you look inside of her, it's a very basic car. I mean, it's a 3 on the tree. It's got a full complement of gauges and a speedometer. I even put a little tachometer in it. And you know, the upholstery is really good in this one too. So the last owner, he apparently did the upholstery and stuff like that and put the top on it. So he did quite a bit to it. I don't know why he sold it, but I'm happy he did. So that's the story. I just felt like just doing a video on this, and there's a car. If you ever want to have a lot of fun car, these things range in price from, like, you know, in this kind of condition, between, I'd say, $20,000 to $35,000. In this particular condition, this car is probably worth about $22,000, honestly. So that's it. There's that sweet little engine again, humming around. Okay, that's it.